Hello everyone, welcome back to computer class. Today I am going to continue the BlueJ, the program coding in that unit 3, compiling and executing programs. First is about content. First one, flow of control. Second one, types of errors. First is about flow of control. Flow of control means how the program will work. Whether the program is working line by line or by the statement by statement or whatever. In a previous class you have learnt the programs. Those programs will work line by line only, right? First line it will go, second line, third line. In a order wise only it will go. Okay, based on the flow of the control of the program, they have divided it into three types: normal flow of control, second one bidirectional flow of control, third one multiple branching of control. You will get to notice the meaning of this. Okay, first one is about first type of flow of control is normal flow of control. In the previous class and all, what you have learnt, the normal typing the program. Okay, whether you are going to add the program, add two numbers in a program means you will take two numbers and you will add and you will display the value like that. That is the normal flow of control. Okay, it won't skip any one line, it won't repeat the line like that. Okay, normal order wise it will go. The cursor will move line 1, line 2, line 3 in a main statement. That is known as a normal flow of control, right? Second one type is bidirectional flow of control. Bidirectional flow of control means two direction will be there for this. Means if the given condition is false, then the marked block is ignored and the control moves for executing another block. Means two blocks will be there. Okay, first the condition checking will be there. If you will check one condition I'll give the example, you will get to know later. You will check the condition. Okay, if that condition is true means it will execute one block. Okay, if the condition is false means it will execute another block. The true block will be removed from that, like that. Okay, either a true part will work or else the false part will work. That is about bidirectional flow of control. In the bidirectional flow of control also, so many types were there: if statement and if and only if statement and if else statement. Last one, if else if statement. Okay, I'll explain one by one with the example also, then it will clear for you. First one is about if statement. You can use a if statement, if else statement, if else, if also, that is based on your choice. Okay, I am explaining if statement first. If statement means if a statement are executed based on the given condition that is true. In case the condition is false, it ignores the block of statement. Means first it will check one condition. Okay, if the condition is true means it will execute the one block. If the condition is false means it will close everything. Okay, no false part will be there. Means I'll give with the example and a syntax, you will get to know how to write this if statement. First write if and open the brackets and write the condition. Okay, next statement you need to write. I have written here system.out.println, and that is the statement. Okay, means I'll explain with the example. I have given integer int a equals to 20. I have assigned the variable a equals to 20 now. Okay, I need to write the if statement, right? If and one condition I have said. Condition you can write a is greater than 10. The computer will check if a is greater than 10 or not. Okay, if that is true means system.out.println a is greater than 10. This output you will get. Okay, if a is greater than 10, yes, the a is greater than 10. Why? Because I have given the a value is 20. 20 is greater than 10. So, it will display a is greater than 10. If I have given a value is 3 or 4 means a is not greater than 10, right? So, what it will do? It will close the program. No false part will be there. This is about if statement. Okay, if it is true, if the condition is true means it will execute the block. If the condition is false means it will not execute anything. It will close the program. That is about if statement. Okay, first one if. Second type is if and only if. So many times if statement you are using means multiple statement operated separately are known as if and only if. Okay, how to write this if and only if syntax is if condition 1. Okay, if this condition is true means it will execute this statement. Okay, if this condition is not true means it will again check with the condition 1. Okay, then if this condition 1 is true means it will execute this block. Like that it will work. Okay, you will get to know with the example. Example, I have given int a equals to 20. Okay, if I am going to check whether the given number is negative or a positive or equals to 0. First, if a is less than 0. Okay, if the given number is less than 0 means what it will do? It is a negative number, right? It will check first. If this condition a is less than 0, this condition is true means it will execute a is negative number. Okay, if that is false means the condition is false. First condition is false means it will check the second condition. If a is greater than 0, second condition means a is greater than 0 means a positive number. This system.out.println, a positive number output you will get. If this two condition also false means it will go for the third condition. If a equals to 0, okay, if a equals to 0 means the number is 0. Okay, first condition is true means it will execute and it will close everything. Okay, if the first condition is false means it will come for the second condition. It will check the second condition. If the second condition is true means it will execute a positive number. If the second condition is also false means it will come for the third condition. If the condition is false means then only it will go for the other conditions. Okay, this is about if and only if. Third one is about if-else statement. In this, both the true and false part will work. In what I have said in a few minutes before, what is that? Only the true part will work. False part means it will go for the next condition or it will close, right? But in this if-else, true part will work and the false part will also work based on your condition. Okay, how to write this? First, if condition, if with one condition checking, true part will work. If the true part is not working, means the condition is true means it will work the true part, or else the false part will work based on the condition. True means true parts, false means false part. This is about if else. One example is a equals to 10 and b equals to 5. If a is greater than b means it will display maximum equals to a. Correct, right? The maximum equals to a it will display. Or else, if a is not greater than b means it will work minimum equals to b. Like that it will display. Okay. Here what it will happen? 10 is greater than 5. Correct. The first condition is only correct. Okay. The given condition is correct. So, it will display maximum equals to a. If the a value is 5 and the b value is 10 means 5 is greater than 10. Is it correct? No. What it will do? It will display minimum equals to b. Based on your condition, either a true part will work or else the false part will work. This is if-else statement. Okay. Last one is about if-else if. In this, more than two action will perform. Okay. More than two action you can perform using this if-else and if statement. Okay. How to write if with a one condition and statement 1 it is a true part if the statement is false. Means else if it is false means it will check one more condition 2. If the second condition is true means it will execute the statement number 2 or else it will execute the statement number 3. Okay, if it is true also you will get two action will perform. If it is false also two action will perform. Okay, this is about if else if. You will get to know with an example. If the given a is greater than b means it will display first number is greater or else it will check a is greater than b. If the a is not greater than b means it will check b is greater than a. Okay, if the b is greater than b means second number is greater. If b is not greater than b means both the numbers are equal. The two condition is also false means the last condition need to be true, right? If a is not greater than b and b is not greater than b means either they both number need to be equal. Then only this condition will come, right? So it will display both the numbers are equal. In this type of conditions, if these conditions were there means you can use if else if in your program. This is about if else if. Next is about types of errors. Errors means mistakes, right? Types of errors. Okay, types of mistakes will appear. Types of error will appear in the time of runtime error, execution time error. Everything is there. I'll explain. Types of error in the three types. Okay, syntax error and logical error, and last one is about runtime error. Okay, first one is about syntax error. Syntax error means while writing time if you did any mistake. Okay, while writing int a equals to 10 you have written. Okay, small a equals to 10 you have written. While writing the program down and all, you have written capital A you have used for the calculation, means it is wrong, right? That is known as a syntax error. This error happens when the rules or the grammar of the programming language are not followed. Rules or the grammar mistake, anything is there, means you will get the syntax error. You need to write system.out.println, right? S need to be capital, right? Instead of writing S capital, if you have written S small, means that is a error, syntax error. Okay, one more example of syntax error is C equals to 10. Okay, either the C equals to 10 is correct or C equals to 10 one semicolon is correct. Every statement need to be end with a semicolon, right? So second one is correct, right? This is a syntax error. Okay, these kinds of error is known as syntax error. Second one is about logical error. Logical error is an error in planning the program logic. Well, planning, you did any mistake, means that is known as logical error. In your mind, you are expecting one output, but you are getting other output. Means the writing time, if you have did any mistake, logic mistake in a program. So that is a reason you will get wrong outputs, right? That is known as logical error. Example, in your mind you are going to display the even numbers from 2 to 10. Okay, for loop, everything you have learnt in a previous class only. In your 7th standard only you have learnt the for loop, right? So you are going to display the even numbers from 1 to 10. Okay, so I have written the for loop like this. For a equals to 1, a is less than or equal to 10 and a plus 2. Means what it will do, the numbers will display from 1 to 10 and it will increment the first 1 plus 2 it will do, and the number, what is the number now? 1 plus 2 means 3. Again 3 plus 2 it will do. 3 plus 2 means 5. Again 5 plus 2 it will do, right? Then what is the output you are getting here? What the output you are getting? You are getting 1, 3, 5 like that. Is it a even number or odd number? You are getting the odd numbers. Why you are getting the odd numbers? Instead of writing a equals to 2, you have written a equals to 1. That is your mistake, right? That is a logic mistake. Okay, if you have written a equals to 2, means what it will do? 2 plus 2 it will do. 2 plus 2 means 4. Again 4 plus 2 means 6. Like that only even numbers you will get from 1 to 10. The beginning from 2. That is known as the logical mistake. Instead of writing something you have did while writing time only, in the logic any mistake was there, means this is known as a logical error. You are expecting one kind of output but you are getting the other output because the logic mistake. Yes, right? This is about logical error. Last one is known as, what is that? Runtime error. Third type of error is runtime error. Even after error are removed and the program is compiled, it doesn't mean that the program will produce the desired result. There may be some mistakes other than the syntax error or the logical error which come in a way of execution. That is known as runtime error. Okay, when you will get the runtime error, if you are going to divide any number by 0 or taking the square root of any negative number, okay, that is known as runtime error. I'll give one example here. A equals to b plus c divided by 2. You are going to add b and c. B and c will be having the value, right? B and c. That b and c need to be divided with the one value. But what you did, you have did d equals to 0. You have written d equals to 0. Is it correct? Any two number means, take one example, 2 plus 3 means 5. 5 divided by 0. Is it correct? These kind of errors will be there, right? These kind of errors is known as runtime error. You will get to know these errors in the time of execution. After the execution, you will get this kind of error. These kind of errors are known as runtime errors. Okay, 3 type of error: syntax error, logical error and runtime error. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.